order the authorities to cease any repetition of that unlawful detention and the other prayers that I can pray. Worship should be travesty for the court being aware of the violation. Tell those violating to continue. Or to tell the one who is complaining that I can't hear you. I have no remedy for you. You go back and continue to suffer. That's what would happen if the court were to find.
Article 23, Sub-Article 1 provides that no person shall be deprived of personal liberty except in any of the following cases. Okay, in execution of a sentence or order of court, and so on and so forth. So in this particular case, Your Worship, facts speak for themselves that Dr. Besigye is in the custody of the prisons authorities who are guarding him. Yet this honorable court granted him bail. It's on record. Court granted him bail. To Your Worship, he has no any pending charges whatsoever under any court of law in Uganda. For the record, Your Worship, previously there were charges that had been preferred against him.
Cognizance of the fact that human rights violations, once brought to the attention of the court, must be dealt with expeditiously. However, several provisions of the law, authorities and scenarios have been placed before the court by both the defense and prosecution. In reply as well as rejoinder, the court owes it to itself a duty to carefully internalize and draw the provisions of the law and violations cited into perspective before a decision on the prayers can be made by both defense and prosecution to be arrived to. The matter is going to be given an adjournment for a ruling on a date. Council, I have the 28th of February. It's available to you.
Today is 14.
Can you work with the 20th of February? Next week is the 20th. It's within next week, 20th of February. Thursday, the 20th of February. If it's available to you.
Anything next week is available to us.
This one is next week, I think. 20th February is next week, Thursday. Just to allow me time to also internalize all the submissions you've bombarded me with. The prosecution has made submissions. I also avail myself a chance to look at the authorities and the provisions of the law. Then we can reconvene for a decision. And so there might be no point in me giving you a date when the court will not be able to entertain a sitting. But Thursday is very open and Friday the 21st. All within next week. Is it available to you?
Is the energy given to us for this matter? The students we have it disposed of because we are talking about rights.
So the matter will be adjourned to Thursday, the 20th of February for a ruling. Accused is on bail in this particular matter, and his bail shall extend until then. However, the court is not blind to what is happening and that is being produced by prison authorities. So by this adjournment, I'm also ordering prison. If on such a date is still in your custody, produce him in court.
We hope they will not treat this as a remand order, Your Worship.
I do not think they need a remand warrant. They are here with the gentleman. Will you need that? And they've had the date, the 20th of February.
Because he's on bail. But they may misconstrue.
Prisons never disobeys orders of court, especially when they are present. It has never happened, at least not in all my years of service. So I don't imagine that they will not produce him unless doctor himself opts not to appear.
No, our word was for them to misconstrue this as an order of remand.
No. I have clearly stated in this particular matter, Dr. Kizza Besigye is on bail. His bail is extended till that date. However, I am not blind that he's incarcerated somewhere in a different matter. So I'm ordering the people who are here that in the event nothing has changed and is still with them, they produce him on that date. It is as simple as that at 10 a.m. With that said, Council, I have other matters ongoing. Members of the Port Estate, if you could vacate my court so we can proceed with other hearings. Sabit Albert Agostino. Sabit Albert Agostino. Sabit Albert Agostino.
Let her be the shall maintain. Yeah.
Gwe laba nnono.
Are you good?
It's really devastating to us. You can see what is happening to Dr. Besigye. You know him. He's a very strong man. But you could tell from his appearance today, although he's not well. Any keen observer, you know how Dr. Besigye is strong he is. You know him very well. To be in that kind of state, it's a matter which is really worrying to us. And it's what compelled us to invoke the provisions under the Human Rights Enforcement Act, which was enacted to address situations like this. The framers of the Constitution provided that latitude to people who are faced with egregious abuse of rights to have quick remedies. It's the reason they made that provision very flexible. Section 5 of the Human Rights Enforcement Act of 2019, which was enacted in operationalizations of Chapter 4. Are we together? Yes. Because that particular act was meant to operate. That particular that act was made